See, your boss during appraisals, what will he remind you? He'll hardly remind you the good things.
Yes, sir.
He'll remind you all the messes that have happened. Okay, so that day, this month, this didn't work. You didn't need this. तुमने यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं किया था.
Yes.
Okay, the point here is he's not trying to put you down. He wants you to market yourself. You give me 60 minutes and I have the ability to hold it for 70 minutes. मैं कुछ जादू कर देता हूँ वक्त के साथ नहीं होगा. राइट 60 को 50 करना है मिनट्स करना है या 60 को I can't do that. Everybody has the same timelines. Right, so 24 hours is for me, for you, for the Ambanis, or for the actors.
Yes.
Now, who is using it or managing themselves within the timeline is there. So, I am not here to say that it's a myth or not a myth. What I'm trying to say is don't run after something that you cannot manage. Okay, instead, you can rephrase it. And for example, time management to self-management. And give a timeline for everything. And work on yourself within the timeline to be there. So I think that's the best way to manage yourself in the given time. So it's a myth or not a myth, I leave it to your viewers.
Okay, sir. But in such conditions, sometimes people may not complete the task within the given time span. It goes beyond.
It happens in organizations.
Yes.
All right. Say, why seniors and leaders yell at people? Right? They don't physically yell. Of course, now it's all work from home.
Yes.
Remote working is the new normal now. But you just read those mails. You can literally figure out the face of the person who has sent the mail. And it's literally like yelling at people. Okay, the reason is timelines. Everybody has. Okay, there's something called service level agreements, SLAs. All right, that's between two organizations. That I am giving this work to you, and you get it done through your team and send it to me on or before this. It's called the turnaround time. Okay, so the work has to go out, complete, and again go back. So the turnaround time lines people have. And when the timelines are not met, alright, so it goes from one senior to another senior. So actually the top boss gets something.
Yes.
Now he will proportionately, equally distribute it to his downlines.
Yeah.
And they will also not take it. They will also generously, with more dignity and grace,
Yes.
they add some masala and they send it to the. So end of the day, we are all living under timelines because I think most of the organizations' payments are also based on the SLAs or the timelines. Okay, maybe yes, exceptions are there. But I think in one corporate training, there was this one gentleman who asked me that, so what should we do if we are not able to meet the timeline? That was a genuine question.
Yes.
Right. So then I asked him this one thing, because instead of just answering a question to a question, it's always better if I understand why that question is being asked. So I asked him, like, is it like this is happening with you every day? Or is it happening with your colleagues also? And you are trying to voice it. Well, it doesn't happen so often, but it happens at times. It happens at times, we all know that.
Yes.
But again, see, your boss during appraisals, what will he remind you? He'll hardly remind you the good things.
Yes, sir.
He'll remind you all the messes that have happened. Okay, so that day, this month, this didn't work. You didn't need this. तुमने यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं किया था. Okay, the point here is he's not trying to put you down. He wants you to market yourself. गलतियां हर एक से होते हैं. Even इससे भी होगा जो पूछ रहा है, right? So now this guy said, what should we do? Okay, we'll get to this appraisal later. But this guy asked me, like, sir, अगर कभी नहीं हो पाया, timelines में meet नहीं कर सका, तो क्या हालत है? So actually, the best thing is this. See, communication is inter-department, intra-department. Communication should be pakka. Right. So if I'm working under you and you've given me a task and I know that I've done these kind of works a million times, but this time is a little critical one. So I have to meet so many other people and then get things sorted and then I have to work on this.
Yes.
So I think I will know that I will not be able to finish this within the timeline. It won't come like a shocker कि last second में टैंटडान ये नहीं हो पाएगा. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना.
हाँ सर.
मेरे को अगर शाम तक 4 बजे तक ये वापस करना है तो मेरे को शायद सुबह दोपहर तक पता चल जाएगा that I cannot finish this by 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Now I think that the moment you realize that this is going to go beyond the timeline, that's where your communication has to happen, not after. Alright, you got to immediately tell the boss, state the reasons. Let's say I'm working on this case. I know this should be done by 4 o'clock, but because of this X, Y, Z reasons, alright, this might extend to 6 p.m.
Okay.
So I'm seriously working on it, and I would really appreciate your patience on this. I'll maximum by this time I'll send it across to you. So 4 बजे को आपको ये लिंक बिजनेस ही नहीं है. So टाइमलेस कभी नहीं हो पाएगा. But again इसमें ना आप टाइम मैनेज नहीं कर सके. आप अपने आप को मैनेज कर सके. Yes or no? You're trying to understand what I'm saying, right? So timelines will go haywire. But how I manage myself, communication for me is the key. You don't have to be as effective as XY person is, but if you can really communicate, tell them what's happening with that work, I think people will understand. Nobody would say that no, you should have done this, because if you're elaborating it, if you're making everything in black and white, and the one who's reading the mail also will understand that yes, this guy has to get in touch with those departments, and maybe there's some issue somewhere else. So this guy is following it up, so I'll relax. Now he will handle his bosses.
Yes.
He'll say, this is an exception. You can always put it there because I have got this mail. I'm going to forward it for your reference. So सारी कंपनी तक चले जाएगा ना. इतना peaceful environment हो जाएगा. So that is
misunderstandings नहीं होंगे.
correct. Because of timelines. I told you I want this by 11.
Yes.
I told you I want this. So ये जो गुस्सा तक जाना ही क्यों?
Yes.
Establish a wonderful communication. That's what I said. That's again self-management for me. To be plain and honest. You must be thinking that why Daniel sir is marketing self-management. बोलो see, आप अपने आप को इतना ज़्यादा ही प्यार करो यार कि आपको ऊपर कोई चिल्ला ही नहीं सके. Alright. You have to manage yourself so badly. And if I am not able to do that, मैं बच्चों को क्या बोल सकता हूँ?
Yes.
Because even the kids also have to manage themselves within that academic year.
Yes.
To get those marks.
Yes.
That's it. So self-management is the key.
To success.
Absolutely. To success or for happiness maybe.
Yes, sir.
Because most of the times people say that, sir, should I be happy to be successful or should I be actually successful to be happy? Now this is a debatable topic. Maybe we can have another video sometime else.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Later.
Surely we'll do it.
है ना? So ये बात ये है कि yes, time management में कभी-कभी at times it goes haywire. There's no problem. Have an extraordinary communication with your bosses, with your colleagues. People will understand. People will respect you. And that's good.